Hey everybody, what's going on? It is Mitch from We in Tennessee. Today's video, I was quite shocked. I had read this article on Yahoo, which seems to be a very liberal um, search engine. I found this article and it talks about those of you in Oregon. But for those of us that were from California, it kind of hits home the same way. The article was basically saying or talking about Oregon and East Oregon, how they want to basically redraw the border. So East Oregonians, am I saying that right? Would now be a part of Idaho and have the conservative outlook, the conservative benefits of being in Idaho rather than Oregon. Now, it's a long shot because there's so much bureaucratic red tape involved. It would mess with retirement pensions. It would mess with tribal issues. It would mess with a lot of things that, when you're talking about states succeeding from another one, you have a lot of issues. But it was just interesting to read how, when they're talking to different people that live in Oregon, they're talking about, the how Oregon has become, where guns are less accessible and abortions are now more accessible. And so I was like, they're talking about California. And so it's just interesting to read an article again from Yahoo that would be talking about all of the issues of why people want to leave Oregon. And I was just shocked to read that because you never hear that. They talk about money, as far as inflation, they talk about the cost of living, and they never talk about political reasons of leaving a state. And so it was very refreshing to read. I'll leave you a link at the in the description. But it was just so interesting to hear from so many different people talking about why they want to, have this border redrawn, why they'd rather be a part of Idaho and not a part of Oregon. And they're just saying, and it was an interesting line from the article saying, geographically, I still live in Oregon, but it doesn't have the same feeling as, as I used to have before. And I felt the same way about California. I said, back when we were still living there, I live in California, but it's not the same California that I was proud of. And I was really proud of living in California. We had the weather, we had those great national parks, and I felt like, everybody wants to be here. It's such a great place until politically it just exploded. Morally, it exploded. And now it's almost where it's unrecognizable. Like, wow, this is the place that I grew up, the place that I used to love, and be able to go to different places and just enjoy being a part of this fantastic state. And that disappeared in really quick. And so, again, I'll leave you the link to check out this article. It was just so interesting to hear the way people feel that, I know some of you live in Oregon and you have that sense of, I need to get out of here, just like we did in California. And so it was just refreshing to hear, and all these different sides of the story. It's refreshing to hear from you guys that live in Oregon, how you feel the same way as we did or we do in California, coming here to Tennessee or wherever it might be. I know Idaho is another hot place for people that are escaping Utah, here in Tennessee. And so it's really cool that we all have this tight-knit community of, we were called, migrants, or, just being able to escape, refugees, that was the word. Refugees of just, hey, we got to get out of a bad situation, look for those greener pastures, look for that freedom, look for that conservative, those values that we hold true to, and get away from, all the negative. So I was just telling my wife, I'm like, I can't believe I'm reading this on Yahoo. You would expect to read this on some of those conservative websites. But it was just really good to hear that we share so many of these common bonds. So again, here in Tennessee, and we're coming up close to a year. We have maybe 3 months, and then we'll be here for a year. And it's just so cool that every day I read something that just makes me so happy that we're here in Tennessee. Just so many laws that are being passed, just so many things that I never thought I would be like, no way, they're outlawing this. Yes. No way, they're, protecting kids for this. Yes. That's, that's the feeling I wanted to have back in California, but forget that. So I appreciate you guys so much for watching, subscribing, commenting, encouraging me and my family here on this move from California to Tennessee, where we didn't know what to expect. I didn't have a job. We didn't know where we were going to live. And God just miraculously took care of all of that. We have a place to be. I have a job. And we feel like we're not just surviving, we're thriving. And that was our goal. We don't want to just barely make it and feel like, oh, we miss all of the things that we, used to have, as far as possession wise and the life we used to live. I'm not going to lie to you guys. It's not been easy. We definitely had more money, more room, as far as our house back in California. But we feel like we're thriving as far as how we feel, how we are, interacting with the people and just the beauty of this state. So I appreciate you guys. If you want to check out more videos that I have of us, on this journey, check this video out. But I thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you in my next video.